life was filled with guns and war. Everyone got trampled on the floor. I wish we'd all been ready.
Welcome to Between the Rock and a Hard Place, the history of Christian rock music. Part 2, The Roots. The advent of Christian rock music during the late 1960s was a direct result of several major and minor social revolutions that took place in America and Western civilization after the Allied victory in World War II. Christian rock was the product of two major revolutions that merged into one: rock and roll and the charismatic renewal of the Christian church, both of which separately have affected hundreds of millions of people, if not billions, in the past 50 plus years. The fusion of rock music and the Bible has been extraordinary and infinite in scope, growing exponentially across the face of the planet in a very short time. After World War II, America was jettisoned into unparalleled superpower status and incredible prosperity. Soldiers came home to work hard, play hard, have babies, build families, and grow a nation. From 1946 to 1964, the baby boom was on. With more time, money, energy, and technology on hand, especially automobiles, radios, and hi-fi record players, American teenagers grew in number and started creating their own new subculture and their own new music. The term rock and roll was coined in 1952 by a Cleveland DJ named Alan Freed to describe the new music that was being created by these young people. It was a musical revolution for the modern age. Rock and roll was a fusion of several musical styles that had blended into the American melting pot during the immediate post-war years. Blues, jazz, gospel, country and western, bluegrass, folk, and the new rockabilly sound. The electric guitar took the whole scene to a new level, and the kids loved the fresh and exciting atmosphere that rock and roll produced, especially for dancing and opposite-sex love. During the 1950s, rock and roll spread like fire throughout the Western society, especially after Elvis entered the building around 1955. Presley produced the ultimate mixture of Southern rhythm and blues, Pentecostal gospel, and Hollywood looks to attract millions of fans from various subcultures worldwide. By 1960, rock and roll was rocking and rolling, an ingrained institution with a growing industry and culture. It exploded in size and popularity when the Beatles came on the big scene in 1963, launching the British invasion. By 1965, the term rock and roll gave way to rock as artists began to address the more serious and darker issues that arose during the times: the civil rights movement, Vietnam anti-war protests, women's liberation, drug experimentation, and a host of other social revolutions.